The next type of question that you can get in your writing task 2 is problems and solutions. Now we have already gone through one of the types of questions, that is problem, causes and solutions. In that type, the problem was given in the question and they were asking you to write the causes and solutions. However, this one is just problems and solutions. Now if you can see, the page is divided into two portions, left and right. On the right hand side is the answer, that means that is what you will be writing in your exam, all the four paragraphs. And on the left hand side, top left hand corner, is the question, that is what you will be receiving in the exam. After that is the planning stage. Okay, now when it comes to the planning stage, it means that this is what you will be doing on your own. And after that is the structure, and according to the structure we'll be going through what the answer will be according to the structure. Clear? Now as you can see, this is the question, that is on the top left hand side. Despite a large number of gyms, a sedentary lifestyle is gaining popularity in the contemporary world. What problems are associated with this and what solutions can you suggest? Now they've given you a statement, despite a large number of gyms, a sedentary lifestyle is gaining popularity in the contemporary world. A sedentary lifestyle means without any physical activity. For example, without any exercise, without any running or jogging. So staying healthy, staying fit, that is called a sedentary lifestyle, where people prefer to sit at home and just on their sofa and just watch TV or play video games. That is called a sedentary lifestyle without actual active lifestyle. So inactive lifestyle, that is called a sedentary lifestyle. This is what you will receive in the exam. The next is the planning portion. This planning portion will be done by you in the exam on your question paper, not on your answer sheet. As you can see, I have already come up with two reasons for problems and solutions, as they mentioned in the question, that we have to write what are the problems associated with a sedentary lifestyle and what are the solutions associated with this problem of a sedentary lifestyle. As you can see, the first problem that I've written is obesity and the second is problem with backbone. Although I have also given some technical terms, medical terms, osteoporosis and scoliosis. Now whenever I am giving this, or whenever you plan to give this in the exam, use a medical term. Make sure when you start writing your answer, and if you explain something that is not in generally used with everyday life, especially a medical term, you have to make sure that you are explaining that. Not many people know what osteoporosis or scoliosis means. So if you're going to use a medical term, remember to explain it in your answer, in your essay. These are the two problems associated with the sedentary lifestyle, and the possible solutions are: promote walking and cycling as safe and attractive alternatives to motorized transport, promote visiting gyms and doing exercise. So you are just making up two solutions. Always remember, you can write 3 points for either problems and solutions, keeping in mind that you have to complete your word limit, that is 250 to 280 words. If you feel that you need a third point to write in your answer, you can use it. Unless if you feel that you can explain both the points clearly and concisely within the time frame and within the word limit, make sure you are not wasting time writing a third point. The next is structure. Now this structure means that we are going to write our answer according to this structure. That means each paragraph will have specific lines what you're supposed to write. Do not interchange the structure. This is what you are doing on your own. No one is telling you. I am specifying this to you, that this is how you have to write your essay. So we will be going through the structure and checking our answer line by line, our answer, each paragraph, how to write this question, explain the question about the problem related to sedentary lifestyle and the solutions for sedentary lifestyle. Now, as you can see, the first paragraph when it comes to writing our essay is introduction. Now, in our introduction, there are two statements that you will be writing. First is restate the problem. Restate the problem means that just paraphrase the statement. As you can see, despite a large number of gyms, a sedentary lifestyle is gaining popularity in the contemporary world. This is the statement. So paraphrase this. When I say paraphrase, that means write it in your own words, in your own sentence. do not copy paste this. If you copy paste this, you will lose marks. And the next sentence after paraphrasing the problem, after paraphrasing the statement, will be say what you will write in the essay or give your opinion. Now please remember, when it comes to give your opinion, you don't have to personally go that I feel a lot of people are, going into sedentary lifestyle because they become bored with physical activity. You don't have to go with reasons in your introduction. You're just introducing the topic to the examiner. So just brief what you are going to give in your, what you are going to write in your essay. That is it. And what are we going to write in our essay? Problems as well as solutions. So you need to make sure that this is what your essay will be discussing. So let's go through the answer. The first paragraph is the introduction. That means the first line is paraphrasing the question. Now let's see. These days, a sedentary lifestyle is becoming more and more popular despite a big number of sports facilities. So rather than saying gym, I said sports facility. As I said, sedentary lifestyle is inactive lifestyle. Now I had no synonym word for sedentary lifestyle, so I did not use a synonym word for sedentary lifestyle. Making sure, just paraphrasing that whole statement, and then what I will write in my essay, this essay will discuss the main problems associated with this epidemic and propose some possible solutions to avoid them. So that means they're considering a sedentary lifestyle as an epidemic. So when you're writing this, that examiner thinks that you are considering this as an epidemic. So it's absolutely fine, because a lot of people are doing this and it is considered as an epidemic. Okay. Moving on, your next paragraph is your body paragraph. Body paragraph 1. Now in the exam, in the question, they're asking you what problems are associated first, and then they're asking what solutions. So make sure you are you're writing your essay in that sequence only. First, in your body paragraph, you'll be mentioning problems, and then in your body paragraph 2, you'll be mentioning solutions. So make sure you are in that sequence. Do not interchange it, because you cannot give solutions first before giving the problem. So let's go through body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 1, first sentence, state two main problems. What are our two main problems that we've given? Obesity and problems with backbone. So make sure you are just describing that in one line, what these problems are: obesity and problems with backbone. After that, you will be explaining the problems. That means explain obesity in detail and then explain problems with backbone. Example for each optional. So if you want, you can give an example for obesity as well as you can give an example for problems with backbone. Short summary again is also optional. So if you want to give a short summary for any of the 2 points, you can give and a short summary with for any of the 2 points. Let's go through the paragraph 1, body paragraph 1. The main problems caused by inactive lifestyle. So I did not use a sedentary lifestyle here again, because that will be repetition. So avoid using repetition. The main problems caused by inactive lifestyle are obesity and various spine disorders. So rather than saying problems with backbone, I said various spine disorders. After that, I will start explaining. So briefly, I just gave in one line what the 2 points are, and now I will explain them in detail. A growing number of, now as you can see, before I begin, as you can see, I have talked about obesity first and then various spine disorders. So make sure you are explaining obesity first and then problems with spine disorders. A growing number of body research shows that long periods of physical inactivity raise a risk of becoming overweight. Obesity, okay, synonym. This is because people burn fewer calories and easily gains weight. So I'm just explaining that in detail. I have no example for it or a summary, so I've left that out. So I've given my point in one line, obesity, then I started explaining it in 2.5 lines, expanding it. Next, I'm writing what's more. A lot of studies show that so-called sitting disease. So this is my second point that I've started explaining. So-called sitting disease often results in posture and backbone problems. So due to constant sitting, person loses muscle tissue and curves the spine, developing numerous spinal diseases. So I've given my explanation on my problems with backbone or spine disorders. For example, it has been proven that about 80% of the people experience backache at least once a week. Now, as you can see, I have given an example. I did not give a summary because it was optional, so I decided to give an example. However, if you can see, I did not use the words osteoporosis or scoliosis, because then I would have had to explain what they mean. So rather than wasting time in explaining the medical terms that you use in your answer, be more generalized. That is why I have used words like spine disorder. Okay, I have used words like sitting disease. I have used words like backbone problem. I have used words like spinal disease. So rather than using osteoporosis or scoliosis, I've used synonym. That means more generalized terms for these two medical terms, because I did not want to explain what they actually mean. When I have used more generalized term like backbone problem, sitting disease, spinal disease, spine disorders, they automatically explain what the issue is, what the problem is. And I have already given an example for this. So I gave one example in my body paragraph 1. Now that is the end of my problems. You don't have to go more on and on and on. Write a story about problems. You don't have to go 3-4 points related to problems. 2 points are enough. Next comes my body paragraph 2. Same structure. State 2 main solutions. Explain the solutions. Example and short summary for them. Optional. Now let's go through the answer for body paragraph 2. In my opinion, the best solution to these problems is promoting active lifestyle. Firstly, millions of people stay less active because they use cars instead of walking. So in my first line, I use the word in my opinion, because technically they are asking me to give my opinion. So I'm giving my opinion that the best solutions for these problems is promoting active lifestyle. So rather than saying walking and cycling and visiting gyms and doing exercise, I converted these two solutions point that are talking about promotion, advertising in a single word, that is promoting active lifestyle. So I converted that into a single word, both of the points. And then I started by talking about my first point from this side. Firstly, millions of people. So my first point was promoting walking and cycling. So I'm going to start with that. So firstly, millions of people stay less active because they use cars instead of walking. Therefore, an effective way to make people more active is to advertise walking and cycling as safe and attractive alternatives to motorized transport. So I just explained that for the first point of promoting walking and cycling, that people should start walking more, not exercising, just walking more and cycling more, rather than taking cars and driving to their place. Okay. Next point is about promoting visiting gyms. So moreover, so I'm starting from here. Moreover, inactive lifestyle is gaining popularity because nowadays a lot of people prefer passive rest to workouts in the gyms, and the best way to avoid hazards of unhealthy living and to obtain a regular dose of physical activity. Thus, promoting gyms and regular exercising would increase the level of activity. So when I said passive rest, when I talk about passive rest here, passive rest meaning that rather than just taking breaks in between, visit gyms and not just slugging it out. So I'm saying that you should have an active lifestyle and visit gyms. You should promoting gyms and regular exercising would increase the level of activity. That is the end of my second paragraph, where I'm giving my two solutions. Again, you do not have to go on and on. Write a story about your solutions. You are just giving two solutions, two problems. That is it. That is more than enough when it comes to the word limit, 250 to 280 words throughout the passage. Okay, next is your conclusion. The last paragraph that you'll be writing is your conclusion. The conclusion means just to end your essay. Your introduction means just to begin your essay. Your body paragraph 1 and 2 defines what you are writing in between, and your conclusion is just ending of the essay. That means just re-summarizing what you have written above. That means what you have written in these two body paragraphs, just summarizing that in your conclusion. So always begin your conclusion with in conclusion, or you can begin with to conclude, or to sum up, to reiterate, to recapitulate. The choice is yours, but if you think that you need to increase your word limit, you can also use the tagline. You can also use a word. You can use a few words, that is called a phrase, taking everything into consideration. So you can begin by saying, rather than saying in conclusion, you can say taking everything into consideration, leading a ... whatever you want to write in your conclusion. So that increases your answer, your word limit by 4 words, taking everything into consideration. So let's read our conclusion. In our conclusion, we will just briefly restate the main problems and solutions with your opinion. Again, you don't have to personally go on a story and write your opinions. The 2 points you have given for obesity, for problems as well as your solutions, these are your own opinion. So this directly states that this is your opinion. According to you, these are the problems, these are the solutions. The same question given to someone else, they might have the same options, they might have the same reasons, they might have different reasons. So this is already your opinion. You don't have to go on and on in a story, I feel this, I feel that, I believe this, I believe that. You don't have to go that. So you just have to briefly restate your problems and solutions. Let's read the conclusion. In conclusion, leading a sedentary lifestyle causes a lot of health problems, including obesity and spinal diseases. So I have not said problems with backbone. I said spinal diseases. Just briefly summarizing my both problems. The most effective solution is to increase the level of fitness among the society by advertising physical activity. So for my both the solutions, because both of them is about promotion, so I've used the word here advertising, by advertising, and both are talking about physical activity. So rather than talking about it separately, I am talking about it in one word, in two words, that is physical activity. And that will be the end of our answer when it comes to writing answer for problems and solutions, where I've introduced my topic, I have given the problems that they asked in the question, I have written solutions that they've asked in the question, and then just giving an ending note, concluding my essay, and that will be your answer. 4 paragraphs. If you want to give a third paragraph, that means a third body paragraph, the choice is yours, but make sure that you are sticking within the word limit. Got the idea? So that is the end of our answer for our problems and solutions.